We live? Here we go. What's up, innovators? Happy Financial Literacy Month. My name is Kobe. I'm an intern at Innovators of Tomorrow Inc. And I wanted to go over the Rule of 72 with y'all. So, in short, the Rule of 72 is a way to find out how long it will take for your investment to double. And it's a really simple formula and gives a good approximation. The formula goes like this. You take 72 and then you divide that by the interest rate you're getting. And when you do that, that gives you the time in years of how long it will take for your investment to double. So for example, say we have an 8% annual interest rate, and we divide it in whole numbers. So it wouldn't be 0.008, it would be 8%, but just 8 here. So we get 72 divided by 8, and this is assuming we get an 8% annual interest rate every year. And with that, it would take 9 years for our investment to double. So it's a really quick formula to figure out, a general sense, how long it will take for an investment to double. Now, why is this useful? Well, I want to call attention not to everyone, but especially to my younger crowd, to the middle schoolers and high schoolers coming up, to really take this knowledge and to think about it. So say we have time scale in years, and say we have here 20, 30, and so on. Now say someone has $1,000 they can invest in. And from what we learned from this month from our Instagram page, Facebook page at Innovators Tomorrow and at the Institute is that we want to increase the number of assets and to reduce the number of liabilities as much as we can. So being financially astute, since we've learned a lot, say we have some extra money to invest. So you have $1,000. And say there's two people that have this $1,000 and they're going to invest. Say one invests at age 20 and lets it sit. And then say the other invests at age 30 and lets it sit. And let's assume that they have an 8% annual interest rate for basically the same problem before, which is a really good return, but we'll just use that. So it'll take approximately 9 years. We'll round up to 10 years that it'll take for their investment to double. So let's start here with 30. So in 10 years, this investment would be 2,000, since 2,000 is twice of 1,000. And then we take that same value and then figure out how long it will take for it to double. Again, it's an 8% interest rate, so in 10 years, 2,000 would double to 4,000. Now let's see if you invest early on and see the outcome. Again, 2,000 is the double of 1,000. Then we get 4,000. And then at age 50, at that same age, 8,000. Now look at that difference. And in particular, look at the difference between at each stage. You notice that, it's the double of each. Someone who invested earlier, they have 2 times more money, but the margin between them also grows. This gap was $1,000. This one turned into 2,000 and then 4,000. So I want this illustration to show y'all that compound interest really takes off when you start early, when you let your investments sit. It really pays a lot in the end to start investing early. So whether that's $100, that's still going to make a big difference if you invest early. It doesn't matter how much money you have then if you start investing. The time that is passed is not there anymore. So I want y'all to take this into consideration. If we made this a bigger investment, you can see the gap increase even more. So this is financial literacy content this week on Thursday, something to think about, some compound interest and how it works. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday.